Parliamentary updates.
National Icons was the focus of the exhibition at the Rotunda Gallery, which showcased from July 10th to 28th. The displays were of familiar faces to the national community. Some would be considered national heroes. Senate President, Senator the Honorable Nigel De Freitas, brought welcome remarks.
This exhibition is a tribute to outstanding citizens who have contributed to society and or those who have left their marks on the world stage. In the words of the late Zig Ziglar, an American author, salesman, and motivational speaker, outstanding people have one thing in common: an absolute sense of mission. Indeed, that was and is the hallmark of many of the icons portrayed in this exhibition.
Mr. President highlighted the important role of an artist.
One of the identifiers of an advanced civilization is artists documenting the history, heritage, and culture representative of the people of that society. Therefore, through the works displayed here, the exhibition gives the viewers an opportunity to get familiar with persons from Trinidad and Tobago who are deemed icons. The works include the portraits of cultural or political icons of Trinidad and Tobago who have contributed to our national heritage, to the development of our country locally, and to the promotion of our culture internationally.
He also spoke of the importance of young people learning about our icons.
It is important for the younger generation to learn about local figures who have been champions in their respective fields. Not only those icons who are with us at present, but also the persons who carved the path for the current generation of icons to follow, and whose memory it is therefore important to preserve. Therefore, through this exhibition, we pay homage to all of the great icons who have passed and celebrate those who are still alive. As a society, we must strive to cultivate awareness and appreciation of locals who have left their mark in the diverse fields of endeavor, which together constitute our shared national heritage, of which we are so proud.
And in keeping with the theme, some of the icons of Trinidad and Tobago depicted in the exhibition were in attendance at the launch. National icon Abby Blackman was painted by artist Ato Osei.
I feel elated, one. I feel appreciated, two. I feel, even though I am performing for 45 years, I feel discovered. For want of better words. The work here is extraordinary. Based on the fact there's pencil, there's charcoal, there is photography, there is even that thread embroidery. It's fantastic, you know, because I do embroidery myself. You know, I do crochet, I do sewing and designing and so on. So for me, I'm feeling like, oh, I'm in artist world. It's a vast history from our painters, from our leaders in the country, you know, especially our leaders in the country. You know, you see everybody at one point, right? And for our sports people, you know, there's everyone here, right? And the artist, Osai, he was telling me, he said, you are so colorful. I didn't know how to bring it out. And then when they popped, I'm just going to put every color I ever see Abby wear. And so he was able to bring that out, and he put the guitar to bring the music, you know, and because I'm a teacher, and he said, you know, I chose this photo because, you know, it has the mother finish, because I know that you have mothered many children besides my siblings. I mean, my children, I have adopted children as well. So, yeah, I'm very pleased. It brings satisfaction. Next month is my birthday, and that's my last of the 50s. I'll be 59, last of the 50s. My motto in the 50s is I'm 50 and going strong. So next year will be sexy 60s.
Artist Sean Smith sketched several icons, including master musician Roy Cape.
Well, it is not something that is strange to me in X amount of years, but it's always nice to know that people appreciate what you do and they're happy with what you're doing. You feel very nice to be honored. It is something that we needed in the country, that the young people and them would have an idea who is the people who is making the music for us, who is propagating us all over the world. It's also educational something also, so it's all good.
And soca star Super Blue was depicted by artist LaToya Lewis.
From 14 to now, I never know and believe one day you'll be calling me icon and superstar thing. But today is a lovely feeling, wonderful, majestic. If I have words to express, because seeing this and seeing all, just Roy Cape and Abby Blackman, well, the whole thing, and some of great people are from. I feel honored. I feel honored and to be here and still alive.
The Parliament channel also spoke with some of the artists.
This is, as we could see, Mr. Brian Charles Lara, right? I'm a huge fan of Lara, right? I've always been a huge fan growing up, looking at him play on TV, going and visiting the Oval and seeing the games there. You know, it was a pleasure to actually capture this particular shot with this particular posture, which is his backlift. The name of the piece is the backlift, right? And as you know, Lara, he was a cricketer with a lot of strokes, right? A lot of flamboyant strokes. He had all these shots in the book, and one of his trademarks was his backlift. To see him play, I would say he would be the greatest ever, looking at him, because you know it's not about just the score, it's also about the aesthetics of the player. So seeing him play the way he plays, right, that is what also inspired me to do this piece. Is a privilege, right, for artists to come out and show their work. And this exhibition, you know, is also an educational exhibition as well, where, you know, the country could see the highlights of icons, past and present.
I wanted to do a younger version of her because people so used to seeing older versions of her more recent times, so that was definitely the inspiration. Recently I've been getting into incorporating fabric into the actual painting, so I definitely wanted to use that on this painting. I think it's really good that we're able to highlight some of the icons, especially for younger people, because we don't really know much of the important older people.
Well, as you know, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley is the 7th, and 7 is such a lucky number, right? So I chose, well, I wasn't sure how many persons would have rushed for him, so I did. This format is actually embroidery. So what it entails is taking, well, I took his official photo from off the web, and I pulled it apart through the course of digitization, which is where we decide to select what thread goes where, by color, by tone, by texture, what kind of finish we wanted. And I decided, well, I'll try some moving art, which creates, when we shade through gradients, is when you move from left to right, you will see like his eyes are moving with you. So it looks like this from front, but if you take it from left to right, he'll be traveling with you. With regards to the digitization, it took 4 days, and the actual physical stitch out took 5 hours. Yeah. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for everyone who loves art. I myself grew up drawing and sketching and stuff, so this is just a new forum that we really get an exposure, and I really appreciate it.
Well, the inspiration of the piece is based on Dr. Eric Williams, the father of the nation, as well as showing the financial aspect of our nation with the Twin Towers. It also has the similar colors of the $1 bill. and also represents the color of our nation. Well, this is the first time doing art for our exhibition. Yeah. The exhibition nice, get to meet new people, and it was great.
It was in 1996. I was now going in 36 years of age. I was away from the police service and on vacation in New York. I will have received information from my brother-in-law that Mr. Pandey will be coming up to New York. I think it was the Calypso City was the name of the venue, to interact with his Trinidadian counterparts. So I visited there. My daughter now, who have taken over for me with photography, she went into the archives where I have a lot of photographs, and she got this, and she will have take it and have it blown up. So we have it displayed here, to which I'm thankful. I was very impressive about it. It sent a message that the administration here cares about the icons, and they recognize the icons. And I was surprised the amount of people that came out here. I had a chance to meet Super Blue. I had a chance to meet Roy Cape. And I'm very thankful for it.
Well, this is Peter Minshall, one of our icons, famous icons of Trinidad and Tobago. And actually have a whole series dedicated to the icons of Trinidad and Tobago because of the fact that I feel that they should be celebrated. So I'm just doing them one by one, knocking one off each year. It's great, it's an excellent opportunity to show your work and for people to actually get to know you. So I think it's a really, really good idea. I'm so glad to exhibit here.
I had done 2 blots. I work with ink and blot. I work with accident. And so I had done the blots, and like a Rorschach test, I looked to see what did it say. And I saw Shadow's face in it. And so I started doing research on Shadow's calypsos, because Shadow has a way of looking at life that is totally different from everyone else. And so I put all these images in there that try to explain Shadow's calypsos in more detail. But I had done it last year, but I didn't get all the images in. It wasn't complete, so I completed it like a few weeks ago to really tighten it and make it Shadow. It's exciting to see the old school way of doing portraiture and the modern way of doing portraiture as well. And it's exciting to see the range of media and the youth in here. It's really nice. And to meet the icons, that's the most important thing, because the icon is just an image, but the substance of the man is what people try to represent.
The exhibition featured 33 artists with 61 pieces of artwork on display in a variety of media. Stay tuned for further parliamentary updates. For more information, visit our website at www.ttparliament.org and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Parliamentary updates.